Hey everyone, welcome to another video review. This is the Transformers Legacy Core Class Skywarp. Yes, the new line is upon us, so we're going to go ahead and look at that sort of thing. We can go ahead and put them off to the side here, because we're going to look at the brand new Legacy box, and I really like the Legacy packaging. Really nice and purple and everything. Yeah, you got Transformers, a very dirty font. You got the Legacy thing going, kind of weird, I don't know what. Yeah, kind of a weird little Legacy logo there. You got Skywarp, Hasbro, 8+, and you got the, and they're coming boxes now instead of the bubble packs, and you got Legacy up here, and you got a nice bit of artwork of Skywarp there, Takara and Generations, all that stuff. You got Skywarp there on the side, and Robot Mode, and Core Class, and got, well, kind of a piece of the line right artwork. We'll see a better version down on bigger stuff. Some copyrights or something, what's included inside, and then back here you got copyrights and warnings, and some product shots, and not a whole lot, and yeah. Also comes with instructions, which again, more purple. Pretty straightforward instructions. Also, that's another thing. These have the QR code. The bigger figures will have the QR code on the box itself, but these have the QR code on the packaging, and you scan that. And I'm going to hold it up to you, just so you can see that. You scan that, it'll take you to a website which shows the tech specs and bios and all that stuff, and a little bit of, I think, a 3D render, or not 3D render, but like a weird render that's moved. Yeah, it's a weird motion comic X thing. And pretty clear instructions as well. So, there you go, that's a thing. Yep. Skywarp. You can see, yes, Skywarp here. He is a Seeker. He is, once again, silver, black, and purple. With a bit of yellow there for the cockpit. Yeah, you can see all that stuff. A bit of detail. He's done exactly look very happy right now, but he's got his vents, and of course silver, and got that yellow and some purple, some little bits of tech detailing here and there. More purple down here for the feet and those wings and all that stuff. And there's some detailing on this side of the wings and everything. Yeah, pretty straightforward overall. But yeah, it's the repaint of the Skywarp it's repaint of the Starscream from Kingdom. You can see that pretty easily, although you probably notice one thing is very much missing, which is the guns. Yeah, unfortunately, no guns this time. Instead, you get this thing. It is a black and red tuning fork. Yeah, you can hold that. It's got a little peg, so you can hold that fairly easily, but it's like, yep. It's not the greatest weapon. It's kind of they kind of made a sacrifice in order for the little combined thing that the core class stuff are doing this time around. Yeah, it's I don't even know if they had named it. At least not here. If they named it, it's on the website. But yeah, it's kind of lame. Some people question about why not, can't they include this and the shoulder guns, and that's a very good question, and probably something budget something, but it's kind of disappointing because it's kind of a lame weapon, and really was clearly made for something else. And there's also another thing which, fortunately with the weapon, which is this peg, which becomes a problem when you combine them, and I'll get into that when I, combine the weapons later. But yeah, yeah, so that's the thing, unfortunately. Beyond that, it's pretty much the same as the Starscream. So posability, you got heads on swivel, so left and right. You got ball jointed shoulders, so you got range there, only hindered by the wing being there. Wings, of course, can flap, I guess. You got outward. You got a ball jointed elbow, so you got the bend right there, about 90 degrees bend, and also acts as a swivel with a bicep. There is no waist joint. You got ball jointed hips though, so forward, back that far, out that far. Kind of, I guess, technically a bit of thigh swivel because of it, but not really much of anything there. You got just shy of 90 degrees of bend at the knee, and there's your posability. Again, decent, but nothing to write home about. Just real quick, here he is with Starscream. So yeah, again, you can see no guns. I'm pretty sure there's already 3D printed stuff out there available to buy if you want, although it's going to be kind of expensive to upgrade a core class figure. The thing, I've heard that something along the lines of apparently not planning to do Thundercracker or something. I'm not sure. Which would be odd to me, but whatever. Not my decision, I guess. Here he is with the hot rod. There you go. Yeah, that's the thing. Go ahead and transform him real quick. The first things first there is you want to go ahead and split the chest open. That. Split that open, pull the head out like that, pull that down. Pull. And then pull this around. Pull this all away. We're going to bring the legs forward and then spin the backpack around like that. Go ahead and peg the legs together. Bring them back like that. They'll tab in there. Go ahead and rotate the tail fins up until they kind of click into place. They click into place. This tail fin also should mention is doesn't click in place as solidly as this one. This one's a little looser. Then you can go ahead and collapse this up, close that all up, and they'll tab in the legs, or should tab in the legs anyway. You might have to hold the legs together. Yeah, tab that all in the legs. Then take the arms here and rotate them so that the tab is facing up to the wing, and then there's a slot there on the wing. Go ahead and tab that in. Same thing on this side. Rotate, tab in. So, right here, you go ahead and bring the head down, rotate the head 180, and then bring this all up, and then like that. Bring this all up like that. That tabs in. Make sure this is all straightened out, and then bring the head up. So, all together, and put these tail fins down. There you go. Skywarp in his jet mode. And again, just like with the Starscream, it's a really decent little core class jet mode. Honestly, I think it works really well. It looks like a nice little jet. Again, you got some purple striping here. You got the Decepticon symbols here. You got the silver with you got the yellow cockpit. No landing gear, but kind of expected at this size. Again, purple fins there. Bit of a stubby nose, but it works. And unfortunately, yeah, you got the fist just kind of chilling out there. Yeah, no guns, unfortunately, which is a thing. But overall, pretty decent little jet. You'll find. His weapon here can, store on here in the sense that this peg right here can peg up in this hole. And I think this is where the problem came, because basically this thing for combining for the full combined mode, the problem is that peg that this pegging into the nose right now is a bit too long. And I feel that what's happened is because you can see it's right up against the head here, and there's still a lot of space between the weapon and the nose. I suspect what happened was they went, oh crap, this peg's not long enough to reach into where we want to plug it in. So they went, oh, I'll just extend the peg out. And that was such a last second change, and they realized that they were messing up the combined weapon mode. So it kind of was yeah, that's my guess anyway. But yeah, it's just they modified it to make it work for the jet mode here, and forgot that would affect the combined mode quite negatively. So unfortunate. Well, get into the combined mode again with the Iguanas reviewed, but yeah. So you got that, I guess, as a weapon of sorts. I don't know, some sort of thing. That's a thing you can do if you want. It doesn't look great, but yeah, I'm going to see about getting some new guns for that. Here he is with Starscream. You can see, yep, they are Seekers. Just same vehicle mode, but different colors. Still a nice vehicle, but yeah, it's a thing. So, yeah, Skywarp here. It's not a bad figure, don't get me wrong. I would actually say it's a good figure. The problem is the weapons, it's just kind of the weapon situation is kind of an annoyance that, we kind of expect those shoulder guns for Seekers. They're supposed to be there, and they're not here, and it's annoying. I think that's a little annoying. This thing by itself, the weapon he does have by itself, is not a particularly good weapon, I feel. It's like it really clearly was made specifically for the little combined weapon thingy they're doing. So I don't know. It's kind of like, feel like it's kind of like Skywarp it's got a better color scheme overall than Starscream, but it's kind of one of those weird things. It's like, man, If only it would have been. I don't think it would have been a big deal if it just included the weapons, but because of that, that's going to be hanging over it forever. Because it's a good figure. It's just the weapon problem. So is he worth picking up? Again, it's probably if you're a big Skywarp fan or whatever, then yeah, sure. But or if the weapon thing doesn't really bother you that much, then yeah, sure, it's a good figure. But if the weapon thing really bothers you, yeah, I would just kind of skip it. It kind of is the the good old repaint that comes out, from a previous line. So, yeah, he's a fine core, but he kind of is hurt by the weapon thing more than I thought it would. So, yeah, that's it. Hope you found this informative and entertaining. Hope you like, comment, subscribe. Check out my Twitter. I'm at Nemesis Prime 1. Check out my coffee and my Patreon. I see you next time with another video review.